please revise
class
this?
demo. So we have a new class 6.py, a new module. In this, I'm going to create a class called as class 6. It can be a different name also, 6, and it needs to have a colon. Once you do that, you can define the members of the class. Say tested. Remember that all the methods should have a default parameter called as class. Sorry, self. And then later on you can have any other value. So let us say print invoke class method. Okay, so we are going to add this here, and our first class, a simple class, is done. So now I can also what I can do is I can implement in the same class and see that. Like let's say if method 1, and in this method what I'm going to do is I'm going to instantiate this class, say x equal to class 6, and I'm going to call the method which is x dot tested. So I'm going to instantiate the class 6 and call the method. I'm going to save this. Okay, I'll go to the syntax over here, class start a new CMD, and in this I'm going to say I'm going to go to the folder and I'm going to say Python class 6.py because it's saved over there, right? So now if you see, you cannot see anything over here as it's just like a module definition. You have to invoke this, add this module, import this module into another one and try it out. So let us do the same thing now. Module 1 again, and I'm going to say import the class 6. Now basically this is not importing of the class, this is importing of the module. And now I'm going to commented out the single line comment. If you see here is hash, so I commented out the other part of the code. And now I'm going to say x equal to class 6, which is the, so I'll call the method of that class. So this class, what does it do is it's a method 1, right? So I'm going to call the method class 6 dot method 1. All right, and I'm not passing any parameter to it. So let's save this and see this working. So let me go to Python, and in my Python prompt I will say module1.py. So now if you see, it has invoked the class method. So what has it done is, when I say class 6.method, it goes to class 6.py. Here the class has got a defined a method called as tested, and I have defined this method 1. In this, which I invoke the class, instantiate the object, and then I call the method. Okay, so this is one thing. Another thing is a class can also have constructor. Now what is a constructor? Now if you want any code to run as soon as we have seen in the slide, as soon as it is invoked, so you can have a constructor also. So the same way, it has to be named like underscore underscore init underscore. It cannot have any other name, and by default the parameter needs to be passed. Okay, self. And now I'm going to say invoke constructor. Okay, the same thing. Now the code is all the same. I'll just save this class. So what I've done is I've added this constructor method here. So let me run the same method once more. Just a minute, we are getting an error. Can someone point out what there? The colon is missing, right? So that's the reason it bombed out. So the constructor is another method. Okay, so let's run this now. Now if you see, it has invoked both the methods, invoke constructor and invoke this. Correct. In module 1, what we have done is we have given class 6 dot method 1. It goes to class 6 and don't say it goes to class 6, and basically on the instantiation of this line, this method runs, and then we are calling this method. Okay, so that is about calling constructors. One more thing is, all this can have additional parameters, say zz, and you can say plus zz. Okay, so what we will do is, even though constructor can have the parameter, we'll just look at one method here, and I'm going to pass the value here, extra param. Okay, so now the param thing we already seen in the previous module. Now see, self is the default one. In addition to self, we will also give additional parameters here. So going back here, I'm going to call this, but if you see, it prints extra param. Okay. Oh, I mean, I can do one thing. I can also say I'm passing a value over here, right? So now if I go here, I don't pass any value. See, now I remove the value. It's still going to run the same way. It will require that positional argument. So let us see. See guys, if we run into errors in real time, it's okay. So now if you see here, default value. So we don't need this single quotes here. So we have given a default text over here. So the default text fires. Now what we will do is, let us pass this value here, non-default, and see what happens. You know what happens, right? Now when we pass here, what is it going to do? It's going to go and hit this class. Default will run. Then test it is also going to run, right? Test it. Now in the test it, there is no parameter, but from here we are passing a parameter. So we have to give something called as Z over here, say some extra parameter here. And if B is empty, it will not show any value. Otherwise, it will show our value. So now if you see, non-default value has got passed. So is this clear now? So basically in the module P1, we have passed a value. And here in the method, we are telling value is B. And we are passing this B. But here you see the funda here is, it takes the self parameter and ZZ is a default text. So if you don't pass B doesn't have a value, it will not give you an error. It will print the default value. But if you pass the value B, then it will print that value. Okay. This is about classes, calling the methods, and initializing the constructor.